First off, a lot of credit to Georgia State. That's a good basketball team. They're very well coached. I'm a big fan of Coach Lanier and his staff. They do a great job. They've got a lot of good guards, man. They got a lot of good guards. I mean, they got good players overall, including bigs, but they got really, their guard play is excellent. They run good stuff. They're a fun team to, obviously, to watch play, even in film. They get up and down. So got to give Coach Lanier and his staff so much credit. Very good basketball program. They're very well coached. Really proud of our young men. I mean, look, guys, it's not easy. You lose 4 in a row against 4 good teams, 4 top 25 teams. I mean, just good basketball teams. Come home and you got 2 guys in health and safety protocols. Bubba Parham was going to play against USC, so I was planning on him playing. I thought that would give us a great chance to win. He got cleared to play. He was going to play versus USC, and Saturday morning found out that he wasn't able to play based on health and safety protocols. So I was planning on, he got cleared based on his knee, and we were ready to go. And I thought, man, that's going to give us another, shooter and scorer. And then this morning found out that Debo Coleman went into the health and safety protocols. So I say all that to say that, come off that 4-game tough stretch and to play against a really good Georgia State team with 2 guys out, and we had to just dig in, grind it out, and find a way to get a win. That's what Georgia Tech is. To be able to be a student at Georgia Tech. Al Trio, if anyone knows Mr. Trio, does anyone know Mr. Al Trio? I had lunch with him one time. It was a late lunch. I don't know if it was exactly lunch. It was between like 3 and 5 o'clock. I don't know, what do you call that? Late lunch or early dinner? It's like sometimes it's like if you daydream and you're at night. Is that really daydreaming? If you're at night, is it night dreaming? What is it? You know what I mean? So anyway, late lunch, early dinner. But Al Trio, he told me he was like, the one thing about Georgia Tech is you've got to be blue collar to be able to get, to go through school here. It's a blue collar, you got to grind up. People think you just have to be a genius. The only genius that I know that made it through Georgia Tech is Simmet. So everyone else, you've got to really grind it out and just tough it through, and that's what he told me. And he says and I really believe to win a game like this, you had to embody what Georgia Tech is about. And you had to embody that and tough it through and grind it out. We had a couple guys obviously out, a couple of our key guys didn't play well, and other guys stepped up. That really embodied what Georgia Tech's about, what President Cabrera believes what Georgia Tech's about, Mr. Stansberry, and our student athletes stepped up to the plate. By the way, I want to give great well wishes, our thoughts and prayers are to Coach Fortner and to Coach Butts as well too. We want to we pray for both of them and for speedy recoveries to both. Our prayers and thoughts and love are to both of them. But anyway, really just fantastic win. How about Jordan Usher? Really just came through for us. His energy was outstanding. I tell you, I was coming off the floor. My goodness, and you win the game, and your lips are white as can be. And here I am hugging President Cabrera, and he's with the president of Georgia State. I'm hugging him. And I'm thinking, they probably think I've got, because I got white all over my lips because of the gum just dried up, and my lips are so chapped. So I apologize if my lips look like I had snow all over them. But anyway, Jordan Usher, man, his energy today was awesome. His energy just before the game, pre-game, just everything about that. Just really proud of Jordan Usher, and he really stepped up. Khalid Moore gave us great minutes. Rodney Howard, his ankle. And got to give him a lot of credit. He tried to play through it. He had hurt his ankle, wasn't going to play in the USC game, toughed it through. Michael DeVoe's been so good for us all year long. Obviously had a tough game today. Great testament to our team to be able to still find a way to win. Davon Smith's going to be really good. Just, the more he plays, the better he's going to get. And he just continues to get more experience, and that's just the deal. Saba gave us good minutes, 2 shot blocks. Kyle Sturdivant was a stud today. Miles Kelly, again, I thought he was really good defensively, did a lot of good things for us. Jordan Mecca, I thought, changed the game. Jordan Mecca altered the game. You know, life's all about opportunities. I told Jordan Mecca after the Lamar game, I told him before the game, I'm going to put you in, you're going to get an opportunity, it's on you to take advantage of it. And I said, life's all about opportunities. And Jordan Mecca went in the game, and he did not play well versus Lamar. After the game, he came to see me, and he thanked me for the opportunity. And I said, and he says, and he knew he didn't play well. And I said, hey, I gave you opportunity, but you didn't play well. But you got to stay. You just got to get better, and you never know when that next opportunity is going to come, and you got to be ready for that. And he's gotten better every day in practice, every day. And you can see it. And today he gets an opportunity, made the most of it. I thought he really altered the game with his defense and his rim protection. And then Tristan Maxwell came in and hit a big shot, and really proud of Tristan. I think Tristan's going to be really good. Just again, time. He had obviously been out for a while with the dental issue, and then had a bad case of the flu. But he's been practicing well, so I knew he would be ready when I threw him in. And we held him to 28% from the field. We ended up with 8 3-stops in a row, which was a great thing for our defense. Plus 18 on the glass, and just a great win for Georgia Tech. Really embodied what Georgia Tech's about. Really embodied the student body to be able to go through Georgia Tech. You have to grind, be tough, be hard-nosed, blue-collar, roll your sleeves up, put your working boots on, put your working hat on. You got to go to work to be able to be a student and get through this rigorous academic institution. And that's what we had to do on the court today, and we found a way to get it done.
Questions, Coach Pastner? Go ahead, Rob.
The big difference, it seemed, in this game from those previous 4 games was, despite the other team going on a run at the end of the first half, the start of the second, your team, really fought back and defensively got you some stops to allow you to get back in the game.
Yeah, I mean, we were able to win the game through defense. We got 8 3-stops in a row, and 8 times throughout the game we had 3 consecutive stops, and that won us the game. We held at 28% in the field. Our famous SID, Mike Stamus, who's world famous, gave me the stat. What did you say, Moose? That they missed the last 15 shots, or was it last
16 in a row until making that last one?
Wow.
Okay, they missed 16 in a row until they made that last one, and so that's through defense. We really, really guarded, and you guys know that's been a staple of us defensively. We just have had trouble to score. And again, we got stuck again where we had trouble to score, and but we found a way. Jordan Usher had some huge shots, and we made big free throws down the stretch. Really proud of our guys making big free throws.
Kelly.
It seemed like Ush played more within himself and played a calmer game that seemed to impact his three-point shooting.
Yeah, no, he's gotten better. He's played with, like you said, his energy was really good. He's an energy guy, and I just knew, I had a sense he was going to be good today just based on his energy. And look, it's a make in this game. He made some big shots and key times that gave us a little cushion in the overtime. How about those 3 balls that bounced around? Goodness gracious. The one by Michael DeVoe, when he got fouled, it kind of hung around. And then the one by Kyle Sturdivant, holy Toledo. And then the one by Jordan Usher, it's just like, wow, what is going on? And I was like, dear Lord, I don't, to the basketball gods, I was like, I don't curse. I know I hit the scores table, but why? What happened? What is going on here? So... But we ended up getting it done in overtime, and we really just played great defense, and it's through our defense is why we won the game, and really, and our assistant coaches did a great job with in-game adjustments. They deserve a lot of credit, the assistant coaches, with their in-game adjustments.
Patrick?
Coach, as you look down your roster, and of course, Michael DeVoe had a tough night tonight, which is very unusual. You see prospects for reliable scorers beyond Jordan and Michael DeVoe as you look down the roster?
Well, look, I don't know if I've said this before, but we lost the ACC Player of the Year. By the way, Moses Wright got a 10-day contract with the Clippers. He's with the Clippers. And so we lost the ACC Player of the Year, the ACC Defensive Player of the Year. But Jose Alvarado is not just a defensive specialist. At one point during the season, they were talking about him being the ACC Player of the Year, and he was a big-time offensive player. And then we lost Bubba Parham, who hasn't played to this point, who was a good scorer. Right. When you have a team where your 3 top options are Moses Wright, Jose Alvarado, Michael DeVoe, and your 4th and 5th option are Usher and Parham, you're a pretty good team. You lose all that, so now this year we've had to figure out ways to score. We've been stuck on that, and not having Parham has hurt us to this point. And then not having Debo tonight because he's the guy that can shoot it as well too. So we've had to find a way. But tonight, and our best scorer, Michael DeVoe, had a tough game, but Jordan Usher really stepped up. Kyle Sturdivant made some big plays. But you can survive all that if our defense continues to be at a high level. But I know it's hard when you're not scoring. I get that. I mean, we had a stretch where we just couldn't score. But we'll find guys, when Bubba comes back and he gets out of the health and safety protocols, and same thing with Debo, just that adds some more guys to the arsenal that can put the ball in the basket. But other guys found a way to get it done tonight. Really proud of our team. This was a great gut check team win that embodied and represented the Georgia Tech student body on what it takes to get through this rigorous academic institution with the hard curriculum. It's one of the toughest. It's like going to. I'll put this academic institution, the curriculum, up against any Ivy League or any other school in America. To get a degree from Georgia Tech, you got to be tough.
Rod?
Is Jordan Mecca better suited for what you're trying to do offensively, running the court, defending, and then getting the fast break going?
Yeah, just defensively, his ability to get up off the floor. That's why we recruited him when I was seeing him in high school, his quickness jump. But you got to remember he had back issues, so he's been out. But when I saw him in high school, he was not, nobody really was recruiting him. And when I saw him, what I loved about him was his second jump. I believe the quickness of the second jump. When I'm watching him for big guys, I always watch for the second jump. Second and third jump, the quickness off the floor. He was so good at that. However, he hurt it. He had a back issue his senior year in high school, had surgery last year, so he's been out for 2 years. He hasn't played basketball for basically 2 years. Senior year in high school and then his last year. So it just takes time, and we had to get him. He's just got to get his bounce back. And early, it's just taken a while to get his quickness off his floor and the bounce back. But you can see what he can do, and that's my vision when I was recruiting him based on his quickness off the floor. So I'm excited about him. He's got to remain healthy, knock on wood, but he was a difference maker tonight defensively.
Time for a couple more, Kelly.
Do you rethink your bench usage, and maybe it's game to game, like what the rotation is now after seeing what guys can do when they get a little spark like Jordan or even Tristan playing a little bit for Mike?
Absolutely. I just think it's going to be game by game. It could be game by game. I prefer to settle into something, but I don't know if there are going to be games where I might only play 6 guys or 7 guys. Tonight we had to go 10 guys. So, and Bubba and Debo aren't even here. So I just think it's going to be, we're still trying to figure it out. And we'll get there. And we're just, as you know, Kelly, I'm just trying to win every single possession. It's obviously better for our team if we could have a clear-cut rotation. I think it's better for everyone to understand, but I don't know if we're built that way right now. And unfortunately, we're coming to the ACC soon play, so we'll just have to figure it out. And it could be a situation where it's game by game. I'll have to get with the staff, but whatever we got to do to win the game, we just got to do it to win the game.
Coach, every time you've played Georgia State, it's been competitive. Is this a series you want to see continue and something you think is good for the city?
Well, let me just say this. Thankfully, we got a win over Georgia State. Finally, we got a win over Georgia Southern, Georgia, and Georgia State. I couldn't, as the head coach at Georgia Tech, I could not not win a game against a team in Georgia. Finally, we accomplished that goal. So I was really happy about that we beat some in-state teams. Look, Georgia State's a great program. I think it's great for the city. The reason we played Georgia State was based on COVID last year. That's why we scheduled them, because they played them at our spot twice, and then we're going to open their arena next year. And there's no money exchanged. And we played it strictly for budget purposes. When Marvin Lewis, our sports supervisor at the time, we needed to do what we needed to do to make it work for our scheduling and for budget, that we needed to find some teams that we didn't have to pay to play at home. And Georgia State was willing to go 2 for 1, 2 home games here and then 1 game at there to open their new arena. No money exchange, so it was the best thing for Georgia Tech's budget, especially with COVID. Will we extend after Georgia State after next year? we would have to, Coach Lanier and I would have to talk that out, but we do have one more game with them next year to open their arena. And I think it's going to be on a Friday or Saturday of the first week of college basketball to open their arena, or maybe we're the second game or whatever it be. So we're excited about that. It'll be great. It'll be great for the city, great for USG, Board of Regents, great for both presidents of the school, and that'll be a great atmosphere, I'm sure, to open their new arena next season.
Anything else?
We're good, last two right here.
Yeah. Last two right here with Rodney.
How long do you expect the two players to be in the protocol?
I'm hoping I don't know if they'll be back by Syracuse or not. They won't play. They will not play Thursday, and Syracuse is TBD.
Kelly?
What was up with the stool?
Well, because I just get so intense on every possession. If anyone, I've really tried to do a nice job this year, not ruining the scores table and hitting it. I've really tried to just I want to win every possession. It really eats me in my core and my stomach when we don't every possession. So I felt maybe with the stool today would allow me to be a little more calmer. And I told him I'm not gonna throw the stool on the floor or anything, so don't worry. But I did, but it was good. I like the stool, and I'll just keep the stool as we move forward. It allowed me to sit for a few minutes just to kind of, you guys know me. Every single second, I am just so wired. As I'm just, it's just the intensity of everything is just, so.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, go ahead. You have one?
Patrick, you got
I
one
just,
last
I
one?
just wanted to point out that Coach Lanier gave you great personal credit for starting this series. He didn't mention the budget. He just gave you a lot of personal credit. So,
Well, no, I appreciate that, but I was being honest. We needed to do that based on we had to get this game for the series because of at the time budget, and it's been good. Listen, last year's game was 4 overtimes.
Sure.
This year's an overtime. We're playing at their arena next year. So moving forward past next year, Coach Lanier and I will have to decide if we want to keep it going. But that was the structure because when COVID hit last year, and we had to figure the schedule, and to Coach Lanier's credit, they didn't take any money. Usually they would say, hey, we need the money for our budget. So in return, we're like, hey, we'll do 2 home games for us. We'll open your new arena, no money exchange. So it's great budget for them, great budget for us. It's a win-win for both teams. And then they get the arena opened, and the travel cost to travel is minimal other than a bus.
sure.
So it's a win all the way around.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep, thank you.